Hey everybody, so today we're going to be doing some Diag on the trailer harness on my 2000 Toyota 4Runner. So please stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Alright everybody, so this is going to be a Diag video on this trailer harness right here. I got my Power Probe 4 kit, as well as a multimeter, heat shrink tubing, solder, a solder gun that's, I'm not going to be using this one, I'm just going to use it to heat the heat shrink, some flush cutters, strippers, and if I need it, crimper, which I might not, I probably won't need that. I brought out my Milwaukee 1/4" hex impact driver in case I need to take this panel off if we need to investigate further. Milwaukee bit kit. We have a digital LCD power and ground probe, as well as just a LED light with an audible buzzer. We're going to be verifying that the circuit has an issue with these LEDs, which hopefully will show up on the camera. Here is the cheap Harbor Freight 12 volt 24 volt tester. We have the Lyle power and ground outlet that I can plug in right there, as well as some custom made soldered cables that these are, I think, 10 gauge, just to go from here down here to make it a little longer. So when I went and rented a trailer, I don't know, it was about 8 months ago, I could have swore it was an issue with the trailer. Well, we tested 6 or 7 trailers in that lot. They all had the same problem. My actual brake lights, the turn signals, and the brake lights reverse, they all work on both sides. But on the trailer harness, the driver's side doesn't light up when you press on the brakes, and it doesn't light up when you turn the blinkers on. The passenger side does. The reason it doesn't is because there's something wrong with the wire. I'm not sure if it's this actual plug or if it's the actual power module that's in this panel right here that's going bad. The driver's side or the passenger side works perfectly fine. The blinkers, the brakes, I believe the reverse also works on it as well, no problems. It has good ground. I tested it the other day, but we're gonna go through different ways you can test the circuit. I'm going to use the Power Probe itself, as well as the ECT transmitter, short and open 3000, with its transmitter right here, which I kind of look at this as basically a electrical sniffer. Basically, we're also going to try and give you guys some information with a multimeter, as well as we're going to use a couple different power style power and ground probes, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to have to rig the brake with probably that cinder block right there or whatever. So plug this in. Let's verify that there is a problem so you guys can see. Okay. stereo. Okay. Light these up. Might have to go get a charger for you guys. I'm gonna turn the hazards on. Okay. See, that one's working as well as that one. This one down here, you can see that these are working. But this side is not. And these two in the center are actually like reverse, if I remember correctly. So, if I go back in here, do driver side only, you can see it flashing. Nothing down here. Okay. Switch it to passenger side. Passenger side is working. As well as those. And just gonna make it a little easier. I'm gonna put this down here. And I'm gonna step on the brake. Hopefully it'll get caught on camera. Actually, I'm already right here. Put the block on it real quick. Brake lights are both on. Okay, there's one. There's the driver's side. This one's lit up. But this side has nothing. So, that's verifying the problem. Now, we're going to test it. Okay. So, first thing we're going to use is the power probe. So I'll be right back. Actually, I'll take you guys with me. Down there. Here's the connector. So, okay. power up in the back. All right. So I don't know how long the video is gonna be. Hopefully it's informative for you guys. Okay. Our probe is functioning. I'm gonna grab a piercing tip or just a probe tip. The white wire is the ground. It's reading at 0, 0, 0, 1. So there's a little bit of ghost voltage. It is reading as ground. Okay. The green wire is passenger side. Yellow wire is driver side. And the brown wire is brakes. So it's reading 0.133218. It's bouncing all over the place. Okay, for the passenger side, driver side is reading steady at 0 volts. And the brakes is also bouncing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the hazards and we're going to check these. The green and the yellow, when hazards or either blinker is on, green and yellow should pulsate. Oh. Okay, I have them on. Okay. This is still negative. Okay. Passenger side. Bouncing all over the place between 0.18 to 13.2 volts. So min is 0.10 and max is 13.20, which is the battery voltage. So yellow is going to be driver side. So min is 0.03 and max is 11.77, which isn't quite battery voltage. And then the brake shouldn't have anything. So I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to put a brick back on the brakes and we're going to test that one. Okay, the brake lights are on. So the brown wire is your brakes. And it's still 0.10 and 1.16 volts. So it's not. So if I let's test this real quick to see if these are bad, these LEDs. Okay. So this one right here. This one right here should be brakes. Nope. That's not working at all. Let's try to test it this way. It's working there. So, okay. So, doing this actually lights the other ones up, which is supplying the voltage. So, if I pull this down a little bit, this yellow wire I told you is the driver side. So you can get a view. Now they light up when I provide 12 volts. Okay. This one right here. Also, which is the brake lights. So this one is for the brake lights. They light up, as well as the blinker side. So there's nothing wrong with this LED strip, so we know there is a power loss on this connector. So, I'm going to unplug the power probe. Put the power probe in here. Okay. Now, we're going to use this guy right here, the LCD style. Okay. So, that's interesting. For the passenger side, it's lighting up 11.2 volts in red, which is power, so it's receiving power. Driver side is not receiving any power. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna plug the power and ground outlet in. Lit up, showing that there's power. Going to take a wire. That. Okay, it's hooked to positive. Oh crap, it fell off. It's reading ground at 11.5 volts on the ground. The brake is grounded at negative 7.5 volts, which means that there's a voltage drop. The driver's side turn and brake lights, 6.2 volts, negative 6.2 volts, it's green. This side is not showing ground, which is the driver's side, or the passenger side, I should say. I'm going to switch this to the ground on that, which is now we're testing positives, which this is not showing anything. The brake light circuit is not showing anything. This one's not showing anything for the driver's side, but positive is showing positive on the passenger side, 11.2 volts. So there is definitely something wrong with this plug. We're going to use this tester as well. This one should have a red light and beep. Nothing on ground. Nothing on the brakes. Nothing on driver side lights. Passenger side lights up and functions. So we're going to switch it back to positive on that power and ground outlet, and we're going to test grounds with this one. It's kind of fidgety, so it's okay. That's on the ground. The brakes are pressed, so the brake lights are on, so the brake works. There's ground on the driver's side, but there's no ground on the passenger side, and that's because the passenger side is functioning. Okay. Now we're gonna use the cheap Harbor Freight one real quick, which is just a halogen bulb. It's on the positive on that outlet, so this will be ground. It's kind of dim. The brake light circuit itself is dim. Nothing on driver's side. Nothing on passenger side. Now if I switch it to ground to test positive, this one, nothing, nothing, nothing. So nothing for ground, nothing for the brakes, nothing for driver's side, but passenger side will be extremely bright. Well, it's not doing it today. So, the next possibility we could do, unplug that, is we can see if there's a broken wire. And we can use this to see if there's a break in the wire somewhere. I'm going to take a few minute break. We'll come back, and I'm going to get a charger for the camera, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Picked up just my 6 amp hour high output battery and the power source for the camera. you can, before I use the sniffer or the Power Probe ECT 3000, we're gonna check with a multimeter real quick. And the brake lights are still on, which they're not gonna draw a lot of power because they're LEDs. So we're just gonna go on the 600 volt circuit. Okay, we're going to turn it on to voltage. It's on auto range. Test our leads. Is that 0? Okay. Ground. And okay, on the passenger side that is working with the brake lights on, it's 11.62 volts. On the driver's side wire, it is at 0.2 volts. Millivolts to be specific. And brake side, which is the brown wire, it's gradually climbing. 8.4, 6, 7, 9, 9.5, 7, 8, 9, 10 volts, 10 millivolts, 11 millivolts, 12. It's just climbing. This one is steady at 11.62 volts. Switch it, put the positive on the ground, still 11.62 volts, which is hard to show you guys. Let's see if I can point the camera down. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me see if I can prop it up a little. Yeah, you guys probably should see that better. Ground on ground. Positive on the green. It's 11.62 volts. Positive on the yellow. Still 0.2 millivolts. Positive on the brake light circuit. It just gradually climbs. So put it in millivolts. Dropping. It's just going down, then climbing back up. So, with that test, alright, so I'm going to plug in the ECT transmitter 3000. in there. I'm gonna put this on the ground right here. Run the wire to the front. Okay. That's on. So it's on. Battery. I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Alright. Gotta put these AAAs in here. Alright. I wish you could leave the AAAs in here. For some reason it always stays on, so I have to keep taking them out. Okay. Alright. Going to grab this guy. Okay. Where is it? I have another alligator. I'll be right back, guys. really sure why I did that. Camera, for whatever reason, said SD card error. Let's try this again. Okay. If I touch it up here, touch down here, got it grounded. So if we run under the vehicle, it's telling me to go up. Now it's telling me to go down. It's a problem right there. So under here, there's a problem right about here. This is what it's showing. So if I grab this, I run it up. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with the cover. So everything seems to be functioning on that one. So what if I move it to the one that's not working? Okay. Okay, so it's still recording. Right in that area that I wiped off the dirt, it's not showing any information. Like the cable broke right there. So that's gonna be, oh, actually works and it turns it off now. So that's gonna be part one. I don't want it to be too long. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to get in room enough for you guys to see, but I will try to get it cut open and see if I can get you guys in there. It might not be possible for me to get you guys in there, but I'm gonna try to figure out where the break is. Hopefully it's just the wire, but what I'm gonna do, if it doesn't matter if it is the wire or not, if it is the wire, I'm going to cut this pigtail off and I'm gonna wire in a brand new pigtail, solder it in. So please stick around for part two. If I don't do part two, it just means I quickly got it done. I'll still do an update video. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon for future updates. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I appreciate your time. Peace.